The Failing Boyfriend by Casey West. The Failing Boyfriend. Chapter 1. In some part of my brain, probably the logical part that seemed to be missing at the moment, I know I should have let go and walk away and maintain some of my dignity. Instead, I grabbed his wrist more sincerely by wrapping my arms around him and pressing my cheeks against his chest. Logic was definitely not real in my brain right now. Desperation was. Even though I knew desperation wasn't attractive, I couldn't help myself. He sighed and released some air, which allowed me to tighten my hold even more. Isn't that how bone structure kill their prey? Not even this thought could make me let go. Gia, I'm sorry. Then don't do this. If you have to. Can it wait 2 hours? The fact that you said that makes me know it cannot. You only care about your friends seeing me. That's not true. Okay, so it's kind of true, but only because of Jules. She informed our group a year ago and ever so slow tried to turn my best friend against me. Her last claim was that I'd been lying about having a boyfriend for at least 2 months. So yes, I want my friends to see that I had not been lying. That it was she who tried to divide our group in half. She was who was at least 1/4 evil, not me. That wasn't the only reason I wanted Brody to come tonight. I really liked him before he decided to break up with me in the parking lot at prom. But now that he's pulling out the jerk card, I just need him to walk inside and prove that he exists. Maybe punch Jules in the gut for me and then walk out. Was that too much to ask? Plus, hello, this was my senior prom. He was really going to make me walk alone into my senior prom, where I'll possibly be crowned royalty tonight. That's not all I care about. My voice cracked, even though I was trying not to show weakness. Well, aside from the whole clinging to him like a strict violin sock thing. It's all you care about, and you confirmed it today. And when you saw me, the first thing you said was, "My friends are going to die." Really, Gia? That's the first thing you said when you saw me? After 2 weeks? My mind rocked back. Was that really what I said? Or was he making things up, now trying to make himself feel better? He looked really good, and yes, I did want my friends to see him, to see just how good he looked. Could he blame me for that? And the whole way over here, you're trying to plan how we're going to walk in. You told me exactly how to look at you. So I'm slightly controlling. You know that about me. Slightly? A car poured into the empty space across from where I was squeezing the light out of my boyfriend. My ex-boyfriend. A couple climbed out of the back seat. I didn't recognize either of them. Gia. Brody poured my hands apart and stepped back. I have to go. It's a long drive home. He did at least look sincerely sorry. I crossed my arm, finally finding a little dignity. Far too late. Fine, go. Should go inside anyways. You look amazing. Can you just curse me out and walk away or something? I don't need to think you're sweet after all this. He was sweet, and though my desperation to keep him here was about more than just my friends, was battling to take over my emotions. I pushed it back. I didn't want him to know he really hurt me. He smiled his playful smile and then raised his voice. I never want to talk to you again. You're shallow, self-centered, and snobby. You deserve to walk in there alone. Why did that sound so convincing? I kept up our little chart. I hate you, jerk. He blew me a kiss and I smiled. I watched him until he got in the car and left. My smile slipped up my face as my stomach tightened. I guess he was assuming I'll find around home. Thank goodness all my friends were inside, waiting for me to show up with the guide I bragged about for the last 2 months. I groaned, trying to turn my hurt into anger, and then leaned up against the tire of a ride truck. That's when I caught the eyes of a guy sitting in the driver's seat of the car across of me. I quickly straightened up from my slouched position. Not even a stranger got to see me looking weak, and he drew up his glass. What was some guy doing sitting in his car? He lifted a book and began to read. He was reading, sitting in the parking lot. At prom, reading. Then it hit me. The couple that had climbed out of the car, of the back seat. He was dropping someone off, a younger sister or a brother. Maybe. I assumed him while he read. I couldn't see much, but he wasn't bad to look at. Brown hair, olive skin. Could have been tall. His head was higher than the highest, but it wasn't hard on too tall. It wasn't my type at all. All hair, a little too shaggy. On the thin side, glasses, but you have to do. I walked to his window, and he was reading some geographic book or something about the world in 8 days. I tapped on his window and slowly looked up. It took him even longer to roll down the window. Hi, I said. Hey, do you go here? If he went to school here, then I just hadn't met him before. This won't work because odds where people will know him. What? Do you go to school here? No, we just moved here. I finished out the year at my old school. Even better, they were new to the area. You're here to drop off your brother? Sister. Perfect. He raised his eyebrow. You got to be my date. Huh? His mouth opened. That's all that come out. Do you live close? Because you cannot go in there in jeans and t-shirt, especially one with telephone booth on it. His eyes freaked to his shirt and then back to me. A telephone booth? Seriously? Do you at least have some dark pants and a button-down shirt? Maybe a tie. A tie would be awesome. Too much to match me. But I'm not holding my breath about that. I tilted my hand. He really didn't look like my type. My friends would know this. Do you happen to own a contact, some hair product? I'm just gonna roll my window up now. No, please. I put my hand on top. I've never had the night where I felt so desperate. My boyfriend just broke up with me. I'm sure you saw. And I really don't want to walk into my senior prom alone. Plus, my friend didn't think he exists. Long story. But I need you to be him. 2 hours. That's all I'm asking for. Besides, you're just sitting here anyways waiting for your sister. Crap. His sister. Was she going to yell his name across the gym? Ruin this for me? We'll just have to avoid her. Or let her in on the secret. I hadn't decided yet. It would be way more fun than sitting in the parking lot. Was still looking at me like I was crazy. I felt crazy. You want me to pretend to be Captain America? He pointed towards the street. I was confused at first, but then realized that's what he was calling Brody. Those build was on the beefy side. They never met him, so they have no idea what he looks like. Besides, I suggested towards him without finishing the sentence. I tried to think of a different superhero to compare him to, but nothing seemed to come to mind. I wasn't well versatile in superheroes. Well, there's some who were on the thinner side. Spider-Man. That didn't seem like a compliment. He just sit there staring at me, waiting for me to finish the sentence. I can pay you. He raised his eyebrow. I'm sure there's a service for that. Maybe you can try calling 1-800-hookers or something. I rolled my eyes but couldn't help the smile that came with it. You know that number well. He let out a single laugh. Fine, if you feel fine. If you feel weird about taking money, I owe you. You owe me what? I don't know. If you're ever in need of a fake date, I'll be there for you. And that's all for today. I'll continue to read tomorrow some more. Thank you and bye.